Hey guys, so I'm a lot more awake now than I was in the previous video. In the previous video, I had just woken up and was excited about the news, and I mean, I hadn't even read it when I started recording the video. That's why I was reading it through my phone for the first time. But in the video, I didn't explain things very well. I didn't really give my thoughts or theories on anything. Not to mention that I was really tired, and I even made a couple mistakes in the video. I'm not going to delete it because, I mean, it was, you know, my advertisement. Look, the announcement, but what I am going to do, however, is clear up a lot of things, and, you know, I mentioned how they're doing certain things on this album because they're trying to avoid fan complaining, like what happened with the album of Michael. One of those things in particular, the biggest thing, was fans complaining about and making their conspiracies about which songs are real and which songs are fake. 3 of them, we know what those are known to be 3 out of the 12 Casio tracks, and fans believe none of the Casio tracks are really Michael, and people believe the songs were sang by Jason Malachi, and all that little fun stuff. And of course, those 3 songs were heavily altered. From Jason or not is irrelevant, but they were altered, like all of them were. I mean, think about it. Keep in mind again, they were all demos. All 10 of them are demos. So, you know, Sony feels, you know, let's alter them, or finish them, for the fans, so that they're not in demo form. But the thing is, when they do that, they change the song, and therefore they change the voice, and then fans make conspiracies. Oh, that's not really Michael. So in the new album, what they're doing is they're putting 8 new songs, but they're also putting 8 of the same songs, but in their demo form. In other words, what the song sounded like up until they got changed, you know, like what Michael finished before he died. And then Sony and Timbaland and all the producers, the other producers, L.A. Reid and all them, then what they do is they finish the song however way they want, and they're going to put 8 again. So as far as, you know, what the CD is actually going to have is going to be in 3 discs, I believe. One disc is going to be the 8 demos. The next disc is going to be the 8 same songs, but in their, you know, finished form. And then there's also going to be 2 videos. Chances are it's going to be CD, and DVD. That's what I'm thinking it'll be. It just makes the most sense. I'm not even sure what the videos are. I haven't gotten that much on the information yet. But I mean, this box set, I'm noticing they're putting a lot of effort in. And what I'm trying to do here is stop fans complaining. So please watch this video and send it to fans who are bitching about this album. You know, we're still getting fans saying, oh, fake songs, and why is there only 8, and this is for money, and fuck Sony, and all the traditional stuff. Well, you know what, to those fans, seriously, fuck you. You know, at first I was kind of like, oh wow, 8 songs? That's nothing. You know what, 8 songs is very low. But again, it's understandable because, you know, maybe Sony wants to release albums for years and years and years and years down the road, and if they run out of MJ songs, they can't release any more albums. So if they want to keep releasing albums, they got to give us like 8 at a time. They can't give us like 20, 30, 40 songs. You know, they got to give us little tiny bits, and I understand that, you know? It makes perfect sense. So, you know, if you're complaining about there only being 8 songs, then you genuinely need to seriously shut up, because it actually does make perfect sense. There are also many people complaining about the title of the album, Xscape. Fans saying, and I said it too because I wasn't thinking, oh, well, we already have Xscape, so why are you putting on the album and all this stuff? Or Xscape is a way to make money and not release any songs. Well, that's a really dumb comment, because now I said in my video that Xscape is released on the Ultimate Collection. I made a mistake. Xscape is not on the Ultimate Collection. It actually never had a release date. So technically, for it to be released on this album is just fine, because this is its very first official release date, okay? Now, yeah, so that's fine, you know, this is its very first official release date, so therefore it's an unreleased song, you know? Like, many songs have been leaked. For example, here is, as we know, because apparently it's subject to change, but as we know, this is the official track list of the new album. Love Never Felt So Good, Xscape, Chicago, Do You Know Where Your Children Are, A Place With No Name, She Was Lovin' Me, Blue Gangsta, Slave to the Rhythm. Well, guess what? We have Love Never Felt So Good, Xscape, A Place With No Name, Do You Know Where Your Children Are, it's been leaked, and Blue Gangsta, and She's Slave to the Rhythm. Out of those 8 songs, we already have 6 of them. So the fans are going to go, we already have these songs, oh my god, what a waste. That's not Sony's fault or the estate's fault. The songs were leaked by collectors or whatever. So what's your logic? Oh, well, somebody leaked it, we don't need it anymore. it's still not officially released. Somebody leaked it. Sony has no way of stopping that. I mean, they can copyright it, which they do, but it doesn't change the fact that people are uploading these songs all over the internet all the time. You know, it's your fault you heard them. If you really want to keep a song, you know, until it's actually released, then when you see a song get leaked onto YouTube, don't listen to it. Wait until it gets released on a CD a couple of years away. It's your fault for you know. So you have no right to complain about songs being, you know, leaked years ago and then put on an album and saying, oh, we already have that song. Well, it doesn't have an official release. Okay, you can complain if a song that was put on a CD is put on a new album. You know, like if this album here had fucking Price of Fame, then complain, because you can say, well, that was released on Bad 25. Then you can complain, but otherwise you have no right to complain. Okay? Next thing, you know, I'm respecting them for how hard they're trying. Okay, they're making this thing into like a box set, 2 CDs. You know, they created this really awesome cover for the CD, that face that's in like a vortex of Michael, a really cool image. You know, they're going back to the traditional ways of naming CDs. You know, they're naming Xscape. You know, Off the Wall, Bad, Thriller, Dangerous, History, Blood on the Dance Floor, Invincible. You know, I mean, they did. And now one mistake was they're like, Michael always picked one word for his CD names: Off the Wall, Blood on the Dance Floor. So no, Michael did not always use one word, but I do see what they're doing. They're trying to go back to the traditional thing of using the main song or the single as the name of the album, sort of thing, or the thing that kind of emphasizes the idea. For example, Xscape, and it's showing him halfway in a vortex, kind of like coming out of it. I guess that's the Xscape right there. Oh, also for the idiot fans who are gonna go, oh, that's a metaphor for him coming back to life. Seriously, fuck you. Don't even start. If you write a comment, you will be blocked. Okay, I won't block you, but oh god, you will get penalized. You will get made fun of severely if you try that. But anyway, moving on. Again, I just want to say that I'm happy about how much effort they're putting in, and I mean, I know no matter how much effort they put in, fans will still complain, because that's what fans do, you know. And even with this video I'm making right now, trying to stop fan complaining, fans are still going to complain in the comments probably, but I'm going to try my best. You know, appreciate this album, okay? Sony is involved. It's by Epic. It's by Epic Records, which is Sony. So Sony is involved, but you know what? And yeah, fans are complaining, saying, why is Sony involved again? Well, guess what? Let me ask you a question. Would you rather AEG makes the album? I didn't think so. So you know what? Sony, I hate Sony too. I don't like Sony. They're assholes, but you know what? Obviously, Sony is finally getting their act together. Okay, with Michael, they fucked up big time. And they also fucked up in the early 2000s with Michael too. But you know what? I think they're actually trying this time, you know? 8 new songs. They're putting the demos in there to avoid fan complaining. They're putting bonus songs like the Hollywood Tonight demo. And they're also putting videos on it. You know, they created a real name for it. They created a really awesome cover. They're putting it as Michael style. They are, you know, what else are they doing? They brought people to work on the album that Michael either liked, was planning to work with, or actually did work with. So, what's your complaint? There's no complaints this time. You cannot complain about it this time. The people working on the album, like Timbaland and the others, those are all people that Michael either worked with or wanted to work with. These are people who actually know what Michael wanted, so therefore they're going to bring their experience of working with Michael, or their knowledge of Michael, like Timbaland, to the album. You know, there's no Casios anymore in this, and I know Casio is a big thing. There's no Casios. It's not solely Sony fucking things up. This isn't done for money, okay? And oh, by the way, to the fans who think he's doing this for money, seriously, go to hell. You know, I've actually heard a couple of fans say this, and I'm not joking. They go, you know, the reason that these songs are unreleased is because Michael didn't like them. You know, these songs are half finished because Michael made half the song, and then he gave up, and he gave up because he didn't like the song. So obviously Michael didn't want us to hear it. And if he doesn't want us to hear it, then Sony has no right releasing it. You're an idiot. For 2 reasons. First of all, just because Michael has a half-finished song doesn't mean that Michael didn't like it or gave up on it. For those of you who don't know anything about Michael Jackson, I saw Brad Sundberg, who is Michael Jackson's producer, music producer for Bad and Dangerous and History. Okay, I met Brad Sumberg, I went to his seminar, and Brad even stated, and most of you should know this because it was known before Brad told us, that Michael wasn't the kind of artist who made one song, finished it, made one song, finished it, made another song, finished it, made another song, finished it. Michael would work on like 10 songs at once, and he'd do a little bit of all 10 songs at the same time. So Michael never finished a song and then moved on. Finished a song and then moved on. No, he didn't do that. Michael would work on like 10 songs at once. And when you do that, it's very easy to become unorganized and messy. So maybe that's why there's so many unreleased songs. I mean, Michael has songs that have 2 seconds done. Like 2 seconds. Michael has full songs with no ad-libs. Michael has half songs. Michael has just lyrics. Michael has just music with no lyrics. You know, Michael was always doing a lot of different songs, you know, with 2 words written, or 1 verse written, or just the chorus done, or no lyrics done at all, or full lyrics but no music done. Michael was like that. Michael was like that. He liked to work on things a lot. So you know what? That doesn't mean that Michael per se gave up and didn't like it anymore. He just didn't get the chance to finish it, or he thought, you know what? This song's good, but I'm gonna finish that song because I think the fans will like it better. You know? And on top of that, even if that's true, here's the second reason why you're stupid. Even if that's true, if Sony never released any of Michael Jackson's unreleased songs, you idiot fans would be saying, oh, well look at Sony. There's like 400 unreleased songs from Michael's life and Sony's just going to keep them locked away, never let us hear them. No matter what, you're going to complain. If they release the songs, you're going to say they're ruining Michael's legacy. And if they don't release them, you're going to say they're keeping them from us. So you know what? Get your head out of your fucking ass. Seriously. I'm so sick and tired of this. Stop complaining. There's already fans complaining about this. You know? There's no reason to complain here. Sony's doing it right. They're creating an awesome box set. The songs are really good. None of them are Casio tracks. So you know what? If you're going to complain, fuck you, you stupid fanatic. This is an awesome project. And the people working on it are people that Michael either respected, liked, or worked with in the past. And again, like I said about Sony working on it, well, you know what? At least it's not Warner Bros. Or AEG or some other company that fucked with Michael. Sony may have fucked with him, yes, but Sony, you know what? Sony, they are the ones who have the catalog. You know, they have all of his music locked away. So you know what? Deal with it. Because I genuinely believe that Sony and the other producers are actually trying this time. And are trying to shut you idiots up. So this is going to be an awesome project. I look forward to hearing the 2 songs that I don't know. And I'm also looking forward to hearing the other 6 in their new style. Yes, I am. I might do a review when all 8 come out, but I really don't care to. All I want to say is that no matter how these 8 songs sound, and whatever bonus they put on, enjoy it for what it is. Because you know what? A lot of fans are greedy. You know, a lot of fans seem to forget how much has been released since he died. Look at how much has been released since he died. This album, Immortal, Bad 25, This Is It, and Michael. He died 5 years ago, we have 5 albums. There's basically been an album every single year. We're getting a lot of stuff. And before he died, and after 2000, we also got Invincible, Number Ones, Ultimate Collection, Thriller 25. Between 2000 and 2014, we got 8 fucking albums. Be grateful, selfish brats. For the record.